Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your May 2022 reading. Thanks for stopping by today and spending some time here with me. If you like what you see, please click on that thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. All right, Spirit, tell me about Sagittarius in May of 2022. All right, under consciousness, we have optimism. Under intention, we have peace. And under events, we have milestone. Yay! All right, so May is full of optimism, looking to the future, being happy about what you see, about the choices ahead, being peaceful, peace of mind. Everything looks bright and glorious and wonderful, and it's a milestone because I want to say you've been fighting for a while and trying to get to a point where you feel a little bit of optimism or feel fulfilled or feel like you can have some peace. I think there's been struggle for a while now to maybe get your family in a place or in a position that you feel comfortable and you don't have to worry about paying bills, paycheck to paycheck, or you found some kind of creative outlet that makes you feel like you're doing good and you have purpose and meaning, or you have conquered some kind of conflict, some internal conflict that has been plaguing you, and now it's like, oh, I understand, and now I can look to the future for abundance and wealth and peace and be just fine with it, and not, maybe you feel guilty about success, or sometimes there's weird things that we go through that we don't understand, and when we finally take the time to look within and get some answers, you get the peace, and then you have optimism again because it's not being shaded or blanketed by a vague fear that you're not sure what's happening or why you're afraid of success. Like, why would anyone be afraid of success? It happens. It's out there. But let's find out some more information. Tell me more about Sagittarius, please, in May, Spirit. What else is there to know for Sagittarius in May? And that's too many cards, but I can pick from this stack and see what happens. All right. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. You've solved some kind of problem or resolved some kind of conflict, and it's helped you to transform and shapeshift, and now you have some understanding and maybe some gifts to the world, a gift of knowledge, a gift of wisdom that you've gone through this and now you want to share. Medicine guardian, be open to healing information. That's what you've done or are going to do here, and that's what helps with the peace and the optimism. Shield maiden, make plans and focus. Okay, and then finally, Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Yeah, that's the milestone. You finally, it's almost like you finally feel like you've got acceptance, like you've got approval, or, you finally, there's these statements like, if I can do blah, 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 then I can get blah, 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 blah. So it's like, whether you've done the if, you've gotten the then. And it's a milestone. It's been something you've worked on. I want to say mentally you've worked on it too, because the if and then or if and when statements usually kind of are contradictory and counterintuitive, because if I can have this, then I can do this, then you're always going to be in that state of if I can have versus I want this is what I deserve to have, and then letting the universe kind of manifest it, or you're working with the universe to manifest it instead of the if. This is what I want, this is what I'm going to have. it's all, about that law of attraction. And if you're always in that, well, if this, if that, blah, 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 then you get the energy of that repeating and reflecting back to you. So by being open to healing information, this milestone, this thing where you've resolved some kind of conflict inside your own head or in your own heart, you've been open to that, and you're transforming. That's where this optimism comes in, and you're unveiling your gifts. And I think that with the make plans and focus, now that you have an understanding of how you changed your world, or how you've changed your attitude or your belief or your perception, you want to teach that to others, because it's very important information. And I think you see that other people get caught in the same trap. Well, I can't do this because blah, 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 blah. Or I don't get to have this because of the way I was brought up, or, getting trapped in those ideas. And believe me, I know I get caught in those kinds of endless circles myself. We all do it. It's like you broke your way out of that endless circle, and now that you have this healing information and you've transformed and you have gifts of sharing, or maybe you have better ways of communicating, or just leading by example. That's a gift that you can give to people so that they can start scratching their head like, if I tried thinking like this person, or if I tried something like this person, maybe I can get a result that I want out of life, out of my relationship, out of my job, out of my situation, whatever it is. I feel like May is the point where you start making plans and focusing on how to share that information with those around you and closest to you. All right, let's find out some more. Tell me more about Sagittarius spirit in May, please. What else should Sagittarius know? All right. What you know about May spirit, please. Okay, well, that one's too many. But we did have those two fall. I'll find out which ones of these will come up, okay? This was the first one. Queen of Swords, independence. Queen of Swords is also about truth and saying such. Three of Wands, vision. Okay. King of Cups, control. Three of Discs, works. And Two of Wands, planning. That's part of that, make plans and focus. Okay. All right. This information gives you a lot of independence. It also gives you a lot of truth. Now, the Queen of Swords can be seen as kind of harsh or distant. And I do believe that going through this transformation and having this kind of understanding and seeing the truth, and with this being independence, you understand independence as vitally important. Now, that can be seen as, like I said, distant or harsh to some people, and that may still be something that happens, and not that you want to, but there may be certain people that you alienate because now that you see the truth about something and you want to tell people, some people might get offended, some people might get their feelings hurt, because sometimes the truth hurts, right? It's just the way it is. So there may be people that kind of leave your circle of friends or your social group, or you may have family members that are kind of withdrawn because now you've transformed, you're in this different person, you're not saying the same things, you don't feel the same way, but you feel loved and comforted, and you know you're right. You have a sense of peace and optimism that you haven't had before, and this is quite the milestone. Like I said, I feel like you've been struggling. There's some kind of inner conflict, or even just being able to pay bills, right? Sometimes that is just so draining and difficult that it wears on you emotionally and mentally. But with this King of Cups here, control. You finally have your life back in control. And you can make plans, focus, and create things, works. Something, I think it's going to be something that helps you. You have 2 3s here, vision and works. There's something in your mind that can help you get your ideas across, maybe that you can create. Maybe a program on a computer, maybe a book. Maybe you write a book. That's a work, right? That explains some of the things that you've learned. Maybe you are a teacher of some kind, and you're like, oh, this is new information. How can I fit this in so that my students can learn and it's not going against the curriculum? Or I don't know, but there's a lot of planning here. There's a lot of looking in the future, with optimism, but being independent and having control over your own life is very vital, like I said, and could possibly be alienating to some of the people in your life. But don't let it get you down, because that also means you're going to attract people of like mind as well, which 3 of Discs can be about working with people to create something. So let's say you have an idea, like you want to make a program or you want to write a book. You could meet someone here soon that can help you publish, or can help you edit, or can help, any of these things, or help you formulate the idea for a program and put it into a better box so that it can be digested by people easier. Whatever the situation is, this opens doors for new possibilities for you. And it looks like it's going to be about having that optimism, peace, feeling loved, having independence, finding your gifts, and then planning for the future, planning probably even into June. Not sure, but this is like long-term planning. This isn't just, oh, well, I need to figure out what I'm going to wear tomorrow. Planning, no. Planning for how to integrate your knowledge and wisdom into your everyday life and to share it with the people around you, however that looks. All right, one last piece of advice, please, for Sagittarius Spirit. One last message for Sagittarius for the month of May, Spirit. There it is. All right, it says, to the greenwood, seek comfort and acceptance. Be kind to yourself. Yeah, that's what this is about, right? It's being kind to yourself and independent, knowing your gifts, enjoying the sense of feeling loved, of peace, no matter how it comes across to those closest to you. I don't, even if someone gets offended or gets their feelings hurt, I don't think, and they become withdrawn, it's not that they'll leave your life. They just might need time to think about what you said, because like I said, the truth can hurt. It can be really hard to accept sometimes. So don't give up if someone does withdraw or pull away from you. Just let them have their space and see if they come back and be like, you know what, I thought about what you said and this makes sense, but this doesn't. And maybe you can have a conversation and clear things up for them and everything will be okay. All of that is possible. Just follow your path. Let the universe guide you and be open to the healing and your gifts, and figure out how to share that with the world the best way you can. All right, Sagittarius, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.